Hello, and welcome to Andrew Broussard Watercolors. If you're like me and have cats, you'll know that cats are very messy. Here, the cat's made an absolute mess out of a beautiful white piece of watercolor paper. Luckily, there's a very easy technique you can utilize in order to clean your watercolor paper. Grab your brushes, some water, and your pans of paint, and follow along, and soon you'll have a beautiful collection of pristine white watercolor paper to show to all your friends. When you start off, you want to use a small brush, and you want to lift and pull out the small fine details. When you do this, you can safely put away that paint into the original pan that it would have came from. Putting the pigment into the wells will allow you to separate it out into the different mixtures that you made, which then lets it filter into the different pans. Make sure you're doing this in its entirety. You want to work from top to bottom, left to right, and cover all areas. Switching to a larger brush, you can pull out larger masses of pigment. This makes it easy and really reduces the time consumption for cleaning watercolor paper. Using a blow dryer will help loosen up the pigment and the dirt that has caked on top of this paper. If your paper is cold press or rough, meaning it has texture and divots, small little brushes can be utilized to reach down into those small little divots to pull that pigment out. Now, to prevent having to do any of this, remember that you can put your pristine, beautiful white watercolor paper in a frame under glass and hang it up on the wall where cats, children, and dogs cannot get to it. And finally, back to the cleaning. At the very end, you're going to want to take a large brush and just mop up the remaining pigment. At the very end, remember to mop up all the remaining water. With this water, you can put it in a mason jar or a cup, and you can go to the sink in the kitchen or the bathroom. Once at a sink, you can hold the cup underneath the faucet. Turn the faucet on, and the water will return back to the faucet and the water line. Thank you, and have a great day.